Hi, I'm Jamie Sandy, and I'm here to share my testimony with you. My life before Jesus. Tough question. It's with a long answer. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. Drinking, drugs, cheating. The story we've all heard many times from many people. And my story is not that much different from theirs, except I've got Jesus at the end of mine. So we lived very chaotic, my wife and I and the children, because of my behavior. It was very tormenting, and I know that I put them through a lot. But thank God I have a wonderful, faithful wife, and she stood by me from day one through everything. I was the literal human wrecking ball. That's the way I like to look at it. When I look back at it, I was just this big ball swinging around, taking out my wife, taking out the kids, and just hurting everything around me, the house, the household. But she was always there. The kids always loved me no matter what. So my wife would always try to pull me and push me and drag me to church and to Jesus, and I would always fight back. She would say, Jamie, let's go. But I'd be like, yeah, let's go. And I'd always be sorry on Sunday morning because of Saturday night. And I would just live that out, walk that out for a couple of weeks, and just to bring it all come crashing back down over and over and over again. Just a terrible cycle of things. She was angry, rightly so. The kids, all they seen was no consistency in the love in the home. They would see dad's loving, dad's mean, dad's loving, dad's mean, because that's the way I would be going. I'm drinking, I'm not drinking. I'm drinking, I'm not drinking. And that was my life before Jesus. The turning point, the day that I remember most, my wife and I had split up, and she had finally had enough. I had had enough, and I stepped out on our marriage. And then I continued to be the monster that I always was. I was drinking, I was doing drugs, I was cheating, and it was just miserable. I suffer from anxiety, manic depressive disorder. So there I was in my own torment, all by myself, beating myself up. I was just ready to be done. I was done with life. I didn't see a point in going on. And I had made a conscious decision that I was going to end it all. So my wife was at work or on her way to work, I don't remember. And I drove all the way over to Coldwater and was going to our house. That was going to be the last day on this earth for me. And Jamie Sandy was done. He was going to be no longer. I felt like it was the best thing because all I was doing was tormenting myself, my family, my kids. And I felt if I was done, if I was gone, I couldn't do that anymore. It's almost like it felt like I was sacrificing something for them. How selfish is that, right? But there I was in the bedroom, and the door opens up, and it's my wife. And she's like, what are you doing? She had forgotten her laptop that day. That's a moment I can look back on that God kept her laptop at the house just for that moment for her to step in and open that door. She didn't come alone. She brought peace, mercy, grace, kindness, love. Thank God for me, she brought forgiveness. With all that, she brought Jesus. And thank God my wife is a faithful woman, because who knows what would have happened that day. She looked at me and she said, Jamie, I forgive you. She didn't say, what the heck are you doing? There was no fight. There was no yelling, no screaming. It was just, I forgive you. And I broke down. Weeping, bawling. So like I say, it was surreal. And I've never had a drop since. And I've never even really been tempted to the point of almost or anything like that. God has given me the tools to fight that now, and I know how to cope with it. I don't take anxiety pills anymore. I don't take depression medication. It's been a miracle. I can give it all to God and my wife. Thank God for her faithfulness.